Hey YouTube, Jason here with DayTradingFearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. So as always, let's jump right into it. So today's video, we're going to talk about how to draw trend lines. So if you're a new trader or if even experienced and you're really trying to figure out how to draw trend lines really good, this video's the video for you. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so if you're looking to draw trend lines, let's pull up a 1 hour chart, okay, and I'm going back 90 days, you could see. And the first thing I'm going to look for is when I look at the kind of the chart itself, okay, what I want to do is I want to look at where the swing high is and where the swing low. So the swing low is down here. There's a swing high here, there's a swing low here, and there's a swing high right there, which is the highest point, right? The lowest point, and so on. Okay, now, if I want to look at just this area, swing lows there, swing highs here. Now, you might be like, how in the world did you see that so easily? And that comes with time. Trust me, when you've looked at 10,000 charts, you'll be able to find these like as easy as pie, okay? So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a trend line from this low to this low right here, right? We'll just say this low. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on Thinkorswim and click on Extend to the right. And we could see this is a very well respected trend line. So if price came back down to this 3,200 level, I would expect for price to bounce because it's already been respected 1, 2, okay? Or we could say 1, 2, 3, right? 2 pivots. And then the very first test, it bounced, okay? So, and so on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on duplicate drawing. I'm going to bring this all the way up to the highest point right here of the chart. This is now our master channel, right? If you think about it, and see, most people don't know where to draw the upper end. Okay, they're going to try and draw it maybe here to here, or they're going to draw it from here to here, right? Not saying that's not right or wrong, because you'll just create different things. But if you want to see the correct channel, okay, of a trend line, look for 1, 2, and 3, right? 2 pivots here, 1 pivot up here, or vice versa. So in this case, we have a swing low, a swing high, and then a pullback of a higher swing low. And now we're able to create our longer term trend line. So once you've drawn the lower, just right click, duplicate, and put it at the very top, and you'll be amazed that if price does rally, we'll come right up to this trend line. It's amazing how it works. If we go back into charts, you'll see it all the time work. So that's our major trend line that we're looking for, right? We'll call this. So now, how do we get a secondary trend line? Well, we could kind of draw from this low, which is the lowest point since just of all this price action, and we're going to draw to this low, right? We're going to right click, and we're going to click Extend to the right, and then we're going to click Duplicate, and we're going to put this near the highest level. And if you look right here, look at how perfect it matches, touches, falls, comes up here, and then fails, right? And then comes to the lower and bounces. And we will see if we actually move higher, okay? And if we do, this will probably be the first resistance in the second. Now, we're able to draw this even deeper and say, hey, what if we drew from this high, which was the last high, to here? Okay, right click, duplicate, or extend to the right, right? And then if we want, we could duplicate this and pull it down to this level right here. Okay, and this would be a potential another channel that we could break into. Now, the one thing that I personally don't like about this channel is we're just kind of drawing something that really isn't there, if that makes sense. So what I'd rather do is draw from here to here, okay, or even to here, and kind of match these guys up, because I could see we're making higher lows, right? But we're kind of making lower highs right now because we made the high here, but we're now making lower highs. And if we actually fail from this, because this is a bearish pattern, this is a rising wedge, if we actually fail and come down, this would be our major support level at this 3,300. Okay, so I'd be watching for that. And if you watch, I'm going to right click, duplicate this, bring this. If we do fail, okay, if we do fail that line, this is actually your ultimate target just from this little rising wedge. If we do fail and come down, if you duplicate that line, that's usually your target. I'd be watching for anywhere between 3,300 and 32, we'll say 80 as my potential target. Okay, so those are a couple of the things that I personally would be watching for if it does break this kind of trend line. If we zoomed in and we go, hey, if price breaks down here, because if we look here, we're kind of making lower highs, right? So we now kind of have a wedge. But here, me personally, I actually like this trade a lot better to the upside because this is a inverse head and shoulders. So I'm going to be sending this video out. It's August 16th, 2020, Sunday evening. So let's see how this plays out. So if you're watching this real time, right, today or tomorrow, see how it goes. If you're watching this video in the future, just come back to August 16th of 2020 and see what this chart did with these potential trend lines. Like I said, it's really good to kind of draw your trend lines, leave them on your chart, and what I'll do is I'll leave this chart with the time frame and these trend lines drawn, so you can kind of go back and you can look to see what these trend lines did going out into the future. So if you're watching this maybe a couple weeks from now, you can kind of go, wow, look, we went right down to this 3,200, 3,300, or hey, that inverse head and shoulders broke out, but then we stalled at this 3,415 level. But remember, as time goes forward and we go sideways, these numbers become higher and higher, right? So those are things that you have to really be kind of think about. So I'll leave the link for this chart with the drawings down below, but let's take another look at, or look at something like Apple, right? Apple, we kind of have a trend line here, right? I would probably draw something like this, okay? Connect to here, and if price started to fall, extend this to the right. If we came down, I'd be watching for this as a a support level. And if you look, this is kind of also a nice high volume node because we have a lot of balance right here and then excess. So if we come back down, maybe we find support because this was the old resistance, right? And then it broke out, should become new support. If we duplicate that, select duplicate, right? And then bring this up, okay? We could go here, or we could go all the way to the very top, and now this is our new channel of what we're watching, and maybe come over here and draw a trend line like this. Just go there, extend to the right, and then maybe duplicate this. Oops, let's bring that guy back, right click, duplicate, and drag this up, and now we have another channel within the channel. So if we do break out this channel, maybe we get stuck up around this 500 this coming week. So I'll also leave this chart so you guys can kind of see, but hopefully this helps you guys, like I said, how to draw trend lines, keeping it basic, and hopefully you guys can kind of take some of this knowledge and go apply it to your own charts. But as always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.